Hey, check out this Lifetime brand deck box I have here. Just picked this up at Costco, and here's a step-by-step tutorial on how I put this thing together. Now here I just pulled everything out of the box. There's all the panels and pieces that go with it. Here's the fasteners and bracketry. Those are the hinges. There's that big metal piece that's gonna work in conjunction with the latch. And we're gonna go ahead and put these little plastic insert pieces down in the bottom there, and it's gonna go with the round hole up. Now we take the bottom and lay it flat in one of the sides here, and those little teeth match up with the slots in the bottom for both of the sides. And there we go. It helps to have two people doing this. One person can hold one side while you install the other. But if not, you can kind of just gently set them together like that. And now these side pieces are gonna go on, and you just kind of hook in the bottom and then snap it into the sides. So I just give it a little tap right there on both sides. There it is with the sides put in. And we're gonna go ahead and lock it all in with these fasteners here. They're gonna go right in those corners. There's 4 of them. And this is gonna hook the side panels to the front and back. Now we flip the whole thing over, and we're gonna drive these little black fasteners, these little screws in there just like this. And there's 4 on each side. You don't wanna over tighten them and strip them, but make sure they're nice and snug. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this front bracket on. And this is gonna be the latch for the front. Now we're going for the left and right opening brackets. This is the hinge portion. And here's how the ball joints look tightened down on the hinges themselves. And there's a look at the both of them. And they're gonna be facing inwards because you're gonna have one on the left, one on the right that's gonna hook to the lid. And they just set down in there like this. These things are gonna be facing opposite this little ridge right here. That other side doesn't have one. You can see here's the ridge, and then this piece is facing opposite that. And then we're gonna be putting these screws in. They're gonna go through the holes here and right into there. You can see there's no hole in there, but it's covered up with plastic. It actually is a hole, it's just the top of it is covered, sealed up. So we're just gonna punch it right through this hole and then punch through there. Okay, now for getting this thing on, I've got this side on here, and I wanted to show you. See this notch right there that's in that thing? That notch right here is gonna go up and around that right there. It's gonna sit right on that so that it lines up with those holes right there. What we're gonna do is just take our fasteners and go right through here, right through these 2 holes there. You can kind of see that notch a little bit better too. So both sides, that way the holes line up perfectly. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put these gas springs on, is what they call them. These are just a press fit. So it just presses right on there and right there too. Same thing, take the end of this one here, just push it on. And this one here, just kind of rotate it around. And then bring the lid in a little bit, and then just push it right on there. There's where it is closed. You can just kind of lift up on it. All right, the next step involves putting this long metal piece in. It's gonna go in on the underside of the lid. But first we need to hook this little latch to it. So this is gonna go right here. We're just gonna put it together with those fasteners. Tighten them down with 2 7/16" wrenches. All right, this bar just kind of sits down in there, and it sits back. You can slide it in there, slide it in that little hole right there, and then you come over here, and you can slide the other side and right in there in that little slot. And what you want, what you're after, see these little nubs right there? You're after the holes to line up with those right there, because we're gonna put one of these screws in every one of those. Then we're almost done. There we go. Now what I did is I started with, see the latch? I started with the hole right by in the middle and then kind of worked my way out. right, this is really nice too, because if you want to, you take your padlock and lock it up right here. There's the latch right there. Overall, really happy with this thing. Hope this helps you out, and thank you for watching, everyone.